Yo, what's shaking? 10 video games that dominated my childhood in the 90s. And if you never heard of these video games or never played any of these video games, then I don't think you grew up in the 90s, bro. Word. We're gonna start the list off hot. Gran Turismo, bro. Now, this was the first racing game that allowed you to fully customize your car. I'm talking about exhaust pipes, computer chips, racing tires. Like you can soup your car up and race it. And it wasn't like Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Nah, you could buy a Honda Civic, bro. Soup it up and race it against the NSX. And this game was actually the highest selling PlayStation game of all time, bro. 100 million units sold. We used to have a ball betting on this game, bro. Gran Turismo. Next on the list, Super Mario World. Listen, bro. This game was voted one of the best video games of all time. And I know why, bro. Because of all the secrets that was in this game. Like collecting all the different color Yoshis, Star World, Special World, all that. You know what I mean? Like this was a game that you played all day long, bro. You come home, do what you gotta do, get on the game, and you playing that game until it's time to go to bed. You know what I mean? Next on the list, Final Fantasy VII. Now, if you were into RPG games, this was the holy grail of RPG games, bro. And visually, it was way ahead of its time. Like, I'm surprised that PlayStation was even able to run this complex of a game at that time, bro. And I really think Final Fantasy made it okay to like anime without being called a nerd. Word. Next on the list, GoldenEye. Man, when GoldenEye dropped, it changed the game, bro. This was the first shooting game that allowed you to play multiplayer. And I ain't talking about just you and another person playing. Nah, hook up 4 controllers, bro, and get a 4-way going on in this game. You know what I mean? And it has some of the best background music in video games ever. For sure, yo. And next, he's heating up, NBA Jams. Bro, this game was special. Because not only did it have real NBA players, real NBA teams, but the dopest thing about this game was you could do some of the most outrageous dunks ever in a video game, bro. I'm talking about front flips and dunk the ball. You know what I mean? And then you know once you caught on fire, it was cash money from anywhere on the court. NBA Jams was dope, bro. Dope. Now this next game was like a motion picture, bro. Resident Evil. Man, this was the first zombie game. You know what I mean? Like before Call of Duty was doing it, Resident Evil was the dopest zombie game out. And when you played this game, bro, you felt like you were a character in a zombie movie or something. You know what I mean? Resident Evil was crazy. Like I remember kids saying that it gave them nightmares. That's how special Resident Evil was. Next on this list, Mortal Kombat! Bro, this game showed us the level of violence that a video game could bring it to. You know what I mean? I'm talking about severed heads, heart being pulled out of your chest. You know what I mean? Like, it was straight violence, bro. Blood, gore. and we loved it. Played this game all day. We used to also bet on that game too. Next on the list, talking about fighting games, you know I gotta bring up Street Fighter 2. This game was dope because it was our first time experiencing what real Japanese fighting games were like. Like during that time in the 90s, Japan was ahead of us when it came to stuff like this. But this was our first experience of what it felt like to play a real Japanese fighting game, bro. Played it for hours. None of the characters spoke English, and we loved it, bro. We loved it. Next on the list, Mario Kart. Listen, Mario Kart wasn't a game that you could just casually play. You know, throw the game on, you on the phone, trying to play the game. Nah. When you played Mario Kart, bro, you had to lock in. Especially when you playing Rainbow Road. Mario Kart was yo, I'm locked in. I'm not even listening to what nobody else playing. I might get off the couch and sit on the floor in front of the TV while I'm playing Mario Kart. You know what I mean? And to round this dope list off, Tomb Raider. Man. Tomb Raider was special, bro. They mixed a shooting game with a puzzle game and an adventure game. And sometimes playing this game, trying to figure out those puzzles and pass these levels would drive me crazy, bro. Like this was a game that you had to turn off for a second and go clear your mind for a few hours, you know what I mean? And come back and try to figure these puzzles out, bro. And you wasn't a real Tomb Raider head if you played the game with the book. Nah, you don't play with the book, bro. You play this game from beginning to end with no book. And when you finished this game, you felt like a genius, bro. I'm telling you, those puzzles were intense in Tomb Raider, bro. Yeah, the 90s, man, was a special time for us because it was the beginning of the technical era that we living in right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything that was being introduced was new to us. So we were amazed every time a new dope game came out. And we loved it, man. Jeez. Drop some of your favorite games in the comments. And if you made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Yeah.